Brand new Netflix original movie that just hit the streaming service. The film is directed and co-written by Joe Carnahan, who directed last year's Shadow Force, but among other movies like The A-Team and The Grey. This movie is inspired off of true events. The movie follows a group of Miami cops led by Matt Damon's lieutenant and sergeant, played by Ben Affleck. This group also includes Tiana Taylor's character, Stephen Yeun, and Catalina Sandino Moreno's character. And they are a group called TNT who investigate narcotics and money issues, especially with cartels in the Miami area. And they go to a RIP in order to get some money away from this particular house. And they thought going in it would only be $150,000, but instead there's $20 million in this apartment complex, which is ran by the character played by Sasha Kaye. So there's $20 million there. They're only supposed to take 150. So the question is, will these police people actually do the right thing? Will they steal the money? All about this police distrust that has been fuming during the movie. The film is an hour and 50 minutes and is rated R. Welcome back, everyone, to a brand new review here, Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Sindenberg. If you guys are new, guys, please hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, so notified when my videos hit the channel. I do movie, TV show reviews, added feature reactions, movie franchise rankings, box office breakdown shows, award season videos. I do it all, so please subscribe. We just hit 400 subscribers. Let's keep growing, so thank you guys so much. Comment down below. What are your guys' thoughts on The Rip? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Where's the stack for you in Joe Carnahan's filmography? Let me know down in that comments. And also, guys, please hit that thumbs up button. So I was definitely pretty excited for this movie. I am a massive fan of both Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. And Joe Carnahan is a filmmaker that is extremely hit or miss for me. When he hits in the action genre, like he really hits, like Cop Shop, for example, is a really underrated movie. I like The Grey a lot, but then he could really miss. And Shadow Force last year was in my bottom 15 movies of the year. So I always like am excited with Joe Carnahan, but also know that sometimes he can underwhelm. And I feel like a giant mixed bag for this movie. I think the reason why this movie is watchable for the most part is this really great ensemble that Carnahan has assembled for this movie. Obviously, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are excellent actors, and they obviously have very good chemistry with each other. They each have a very interesting past that sets them up for sometimes they don't agree on things throughout the entire movie. They are seen set up to be very close friends, but things go on. They start to maybe not trust each other. Why should they trust each other? All these elements. And again, I love the resurgence of Ben Affleck. He is my favorite part of this movie by a mile. He obviously is a badass. You can believe him in this situation. He also can bring such ferocity to some sequences. He's really good. Damon as well plays a character that I wasn't really expecting he plays in like the first half of this movie. You're really not sure if you should be rooting for Damon's character at all. Even with the knowledge of the backstory of his character, you're kind of like, is this guy someone who I should be like rooting for to get through this situation? Which is usually not what Damon usually chooses to play. So I kind of liked seeing him in a very kind of, in my opinion, different role. Stephen Yeun, I also think does a good job standing out. He's one of the members of this Miami group that is ran by Damon and Affleck. Again, the acting is very good. It's a really well-made movie. And I will say the first half of this movie, or I'll say like the first, like when you get the setup of the movie, it's really good. Like you're invested. You feel like you really can't trust any of the characters. But the frustrating part for me is this movie believes it has this mind-blowing twists and turns and reveals on who's actually the ones who are the snitches, who are the actual trustworthy people in the situation. And it's extremely predictable. And the moment a particular side character was introduced, I said, that person's obviously not just in this movie to be in this movie. He's probably or this person's probably a bad guy. And as the movie goes on, it just has obvious twists and turns that for me just takes away from any of the intensity of the situation. And then we get into the action, because the first like 70% of this movie has no action. It's just being in this house, finding the money, walking around the house, walking around the neighborhood. There really isn't much action until the last like 20, 30 minutes of the movie. And that was another big problem was when we actually got the action, it was very scattershot where it was like so many cuts where someone in the car, someone on the side, like it was like cut, 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 and I was like, this is like a bit too much for me. Where it felt like I couldn't tell at all what was happening in the fight scene towards the end of the movie. And with Joe Carnahan, who is a more than capable action filmmaker, I was underwhelmed that when we got the action, it was really just edited so poorly, in my opinion. And it kind of derailed things. But as I said, the culmination of you want this movie to be very intense, edge of your seat, not knowing who to trust. But I found in like 30 minutes, I could tell you already who the villains were and the twists and turns that some characters have, I could see coming from a mile away. And because I know that, the movie tries to over explain things. I'm like, I got it, guys. Like, it's not that mind blowing of a twist. So, like, I understand what's going on. So, this is a frustrating one for me. I wanted to like this movie more than I did because I just love this cast so much. But I found the script to be very weak and very predictable. It's watchable, but I don't think it's like that great of a movie. So overall, I'm giving The Rip a 2.5 out of 5. I am going to go 53% for Netflix's The Rip. What are you guys' thoughts on this movie? Let me know down in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys in another video very soon.